Okay, so the next thing I want to do, I want to get in a cranium. Okay, so the cranium, actually I don't need this piece anymore, I'm just going to get rid of that for now. If I go in and I want to make a cranium, if I go to create polygon primitives and I create a sphere, whoop, perfect. No, we're going to scale it up. And when I scale it up, I'm just going to go in, actually before I do anything crazy to it, I'm just going to hold down J, rotate it over. I want the north and south pole of the sphere where the ears are. Okay? And then I'm going to go in here to the axis, and I typically bring the axis down. Let's go to 16. Okay, 16 should be good. And subdivisions in height. Okay, this one here is the tricky one. I kind of stare at it. Let's go and do the wireframe thing. Actually, I'm going to move it back a little bit while I'm figuring this out. Put it there-ish. Okay, and let's go to the front view. And this is kind of where I do this kind of magic bunny powers thing. I kind of sit there and I stare at it and go, well, 20 is too high. And usually 16 is a pretty good number. Something even. 16, what if we go down to, say, 12? 12 is too little. Let's go to 16 again. Maybe we'll check out subdivisions and axis. What if I go to 12 on that one? No, that's too little. I'm going to say 16, 16 on this one. And what I'm looking at is I'm trying to guess how these are going to match in here really well. Actually, what if I even take this? What if I took the height and went up to 18? That's pretty close. That's pretty close. 20 just feels like too much to start off with. Actually, you know what? It's too close here. I think 20 is actually a pretty good number on this one. It depends. Sometimes you'll see me play around with the variations, because those all match up. And then there's a bit of a wiggy thing here, but we can figure that out. That's easy to add more geometry in here. This is where the eyebrow crunches anyway, so, I mean, that's an easy place to go and play with. So, I'm going to take my sphere. Let's kill the history, freeze the transformations, and I'm going to get rid of some faces. We got 2 minutes. Okay, cool. Boop. Let's get rid of the soft selection here while I'm doing this. I'm going to get rid of that little center point here. Okay, great. And what do I want to get rid of? What else? I want to get rid of this half. I don't need to see that. Back of the cranium. I might get rid of these things right in through here. Okay, I think that should work out relatively well. Actually, I didn't go in here and scale this thing in. I probably could have. And now when I do that, do they still kind of match? They still kind of match fairly well. I might have almost been able to go down to 16. I can kind of see it here. Anyway, whatever. Oh, I forgot he's got Lego Man hair on. I should have brought this down. I could pretend I shave his head. Maybe I'll get him really drunk and shave his head. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab, say, some of these vertices right in front here. I'm just going to grab my move tool and hit B for soft selection. Pull this up here-ish. And remember, it's going to be kind of eggy shaped, so it'll be a bit bigger in the back. Although his hair is there. Let's take this and I'll pull this down. I think that should be good. These points here, though, just going to grab the corner of the ear. And this is really easy to go in here and fix later on, typically, I find. But something like that. Because then you can kind of smooth it out and sculpting it. No one's going to look at the back of your head. Or if they are, they're weird little, like, Dexter-like people. Those weird people in the back of the bus staring at your head. Anyway, so that should be good. Right around there. Anything else I need to do? Maybe I'll, let's take this point and I'll just push it in a bit here because we're looking at trying to join up with that earpiece. And I move this accidentally. Crap! Okay, I'm going to call that good. Let's check it out in the perspective view. Not too bad. What about this piece back here? Damn it. Okay, I'll say something like that is good. By the way, the reason I extruded this extra section out of the ear is just easier to match up and pin up to these vertices here on the cranium. And what time are we at? Okay, if I go in here and I grab, say, a vertice, let's turn off the soft selection. If I hold down V, I can easily go in and start to match these up. really quickly. Okay, so when I start to merge things really for realsies, these are going to match up quite well. Actually, I might just leave that there for now. Okay, those match up. These, that's going to be fine. I might take all these pieces. Actually, what time are we at? 5 minutes? Yeah, let's do it all in this video. I'm just going to go in here to mesh, hit combine, kill the history right away. I don't need to freeze out the transformations because it's already frozen. These little vertices right here, if I just grab them, okay, and just go and hit edit mesh, merge components, boop, those are fixed. These ones here, if I pull this down, what if I hold down V, just staring at, that's a quad there, maybe this one should go there. These will be all quads if I join these together. Go ahead and I merge those. I just hit G to repeat the last tool command. Then I'm just going to append from here to here. I'll hit G, reappend from here to here. Great. And then even here to here. And I hit enter. That's a nasty looking quad right over here, but that's okay. It's in an area that's not going to deform much. No one's going to notice. I got nasty quads. I got stretched quads. Still haven't figured this one out. Sometimes I can't select my vertices quite so easily back here. It always wants to select the ones I don't want. Like, right. Okay, got that one. Okay. Keep wondering if it's a 2015 thing. And even right here, if I really thought about it, if I grab this vertice and this vertice, they're kind of kitty corner to each other. If I went in here and I merge them, there I've kind of got quads. But I've got this weird pie piece here. No one's going to notice it. Don't look at the pie on the side of his head. Okay, great. And here, just for the fun of it, let's kill the history. And I might even go in here, edit, duplicate special, flip one onto the other side so I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, we'll work with this one. And if I go in and I append, I can append from here to here. Hit G. Here to here. Yeah, I could have gone down lower on this one. Actually, just hold on a second. Nope, don't get too complicated. Okay, cool. Joining them together. A little bit of something I'm not crazy about right there. I could spin edges around and fix that. It's going to go from here to here. There. Okay, and remember you can just split your way across here and you can kind of fix your geometry. So if I went in here and I created the split polygon tool and I went, or not created, I went and I grabbed the split polygon tool, I went and I clicked my way over here. Okay, all I have to do, and I can kind of collapse this thing. I missed. Boop, there we go. Those are all happy quads. Okay, what happens when I hit 3? And I turn off wireframe, just kind of check it out. What are we at? 8-minute mark. Okay, great. The cranium looks a bit big in this section here too. I guess I forgot to look at the cranium from above while I was doing this. And you'll see that it gets narrower here in the front. Okay. And I gotta pause. Okay, I'm back. I'm cooking dinner at the same time I'm doing this. My God. And here you can see that when I hit 3 to smooth it, I get some funkage right here. What if I grab this edge and I hit collapse? Okay, and I hit 3. That's better. It's still a little bit funky there. I could even decide, you know, I was thinking I put in too many edges in here, and I was right. If I do something like, if I grab this and I collapse it, then I grab this one and I do a edge. Did I hit edge ring and collapse? Boop, gets rid of it. I do the same thing here. Boop, done. And then I could spread these out a little bit and life's good. I was right. 16 I should have gone down to. Anyway, we're kind of getting the face into place up in here. The skull and the ears starting to merge together. And then what I might do is let's grab this. We'll move this down a bit and back over here a little bit for now. Okay. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the video here. I'll say that's good enough. And then I'm going to do it all in one shot in the next video.